And good evening, sports fans. Coach Nick Saban and the Crimson Tide showed the world that Alabama is still the team to beat in the SEC West by pummeling previously unbeaten LSU. This week they head to Starkville for another top 25 matchup against Dak Prescott and Mississippi State. The Tide's confidence is probably at a season high after dominating LSU, but they cannot overlook the Mississippi State Bulldogs like they did 2 years ago. In 2013, Alabama had an emotional win against LSU, but then struggled in a 20-7 victory over Mississippi State back then. Saturday, the Tide will face Dak Prescott, the SEC's most versatile quarterback. Containing the Dak attack will be a key in another Alabama contest, and they do that, then the Tide will be one step closer to the SEC title game.
He can run, he can throw, he can do everything on the field, so you got to contain him. You do a good job containing him, you got a good shot at beating their team. So, but you got to get the pressure on him, and you got to make him uncomfortable in the backfield. So, and that's hard to do. He's a good player, so we got to come out and do our jobs and try to contain him.
You know, their head coach is with Florida when Tim Tebow was there, so you know, they run their quarterback more, and you know, it's a little different because that gives them an extra blocker, you know, in the box when the quarterback's carrying the ball. So it's a little different.
Now, Hillcrest Tuscaloosa running back Brian Robinson has committed to the Crimson Tide. He's a four-star recruit in the class of 2017 and set a Class 6A single-game rushing record of 447 yards earlier this year. He becomes the 8th commitment for Alabama's class of 2017. Now, the Alabama Crimson Tide, they're a team with high confidence. Well, Auburn, they're a team that has their confidence on the rise by the day. They went to College Station last week and upset Texas A&M behind the arm of Montgomery native Jeremy Johnson. They're only one game away from becoming bowl eligible. We'll hear from Coach Gus Malzahn on tomorrow. Now, Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson, he was honored by the Lou Groza Award again as a Star of the Week. The sophomore kicker nailed 4 field goals for the second consecutive game. Now, we got a doubleheader on CBS 8 this weekend. Auburn takes on Georgia at 11 a.m. and then you got Alabama, Mississippi State at 2:30. All that's with the SEC on CBS. Now the Troy Trojans, they will recognize 21 seniors on Saturday for Senior Day as the Trojans will play their last home game of the season. They're 2-3 in Sun Belt Conference play and will host Georgia Southern on Saturday. The Eagles, they're coming off a bye week and bring with them the #1 rushing attack in the nation.
The two factors are going to be turnover margin and explosive plays. We've got to limit their explosive plays, and we've got to get some big plays. You know, offensively, they're a team it's been difficult to get those against, so we've got to figure out schematically how to do that.
They tend to try to rock you to sleep and then try to hit you with a big play, and that's normally how they operate. Try to run the ball a lot, and then get the DBs asleep and then throw one over their head. So it's pretty much staying patient, staying awake.
Well, more on Troy and the other teams all throughout the week. Thanks for checking out Sports. Stick with us. We'll be right back.